We're gonna try again. We're gonna try again this time. See if my camera doesn't act up this time. Okay. Try this again. Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. My webcam is just going all the way out. But I'm sorry to say this webcam is just a piece of junk. I'm sorry. This webcam's not even working well. I need to get a new webcam soon. This is not going well. Hi, Carter. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone. My camera's just not having it today. I'm sorry, folks. It seems to be doing good right now, for the most part. As long as it continues to stay on, we should be okay. Hopefully. Thank you, Carter. But like I said, I'm gonna try to keep the stream up for like maybe 2 hours to see if maybe other people wants to like talk in the live chat. But yeah, as long as my camera don't cause any more issues, because I'm sorry, this webcam is just, I'm sorry to go off topic about talking about my webcam, even though this is supposed to be a stream of 2025. I'm sorry to say this webcam's a piece of junk. I'm sorry, it literally is. I mean, I've had this for like, actually I had this webcam ever since my dad gave me that PC. I like it, don't get me wrong. It's just that the webcam was causing me problems. I don't know why. It just is. I mean, it was working well before until now it started having problems. I don't know why. It just is. But yeah, like I said, if it's possible, I'll try to keep this live thing up for 2 hours. Like I said, in case if other people want to like talk or say something in the live chat. But yeah, and we'll go for there. But like I said in the other stream, happy 3 years of this YouTube channel. I know I've done live streams before on the other channel, but I know I did live streams on the other channel, but it was gone for a reason, which, like I said, I'm not going to get into that. Did you know they're doing it? Actually, Carter, I kind of knew about that already. I think I've seen the trailer and stuff. They do different design of Shrek. I mean, it's okay in my opinion, but here's the thing. I haven't really watched Shrek in like, what? I haven't watched Shrek in a long time. I mean, the last time I remember the last time I watched the full movie of Shrek was like probably when I don't remember what age I was when I last watched Shrek. All I can say is just that it's just been a while. But yeah. Got some stuff in progress with this notebook, which it's kind of peeling off. It's not peeling off. It's just, there's a little bit of scratch marks on the cover, the front cover and back cover. I don't know about the inside. There's just a little mark right there, but it is just crayon marks on this side. But this one definitely has a little bit of a scratch mark right there. And the colors are fading too. These are actually waterproof labels, if you guys are wondering. And about the crayon, this is actually like my second, well, not second. I think this is like my fourth wooden crayon, I think. Yeah. The first one I had, if you guys saw on my Instagram post, I made my first wooden crayon by using not just a dowel rod, but also this little tip right here is the wooden cone. I made my first one in what was it? Was it 2023 or 2024? I think it was 2024. I don't remember. But this is my second one. It's not complete yet. It's still in the works. I plan to paint this soon. It's a work in progress right now. They're also doing a fifth. Oh, I think I heard about that. Yeah. Actually, I don't remember who told me, but I think I've heard about that. Yeah. It's just that I rarely watch Toy Story nowadays. I mean, I've watched Toy Story before, but I don't remember the last time I watched it, though, is the thing. It's been a while. There's a lot of movies that I watched that I don't even remember the last time I watched one of them. but I know it has been a while. So, yeah. Plan to do some updates with the notebook soon. I have some plans for it. I know one time I had the wooden Joe notebook, but the thing is though, with the wooden Joe notebook, it broke off. All because I had a bit of a heavier wire. I'm not talking about like this wire. This wire is fine. This wire holds good with the notebook. I had a 3-gauge wire. It's much thicker than this wire, but I tried putting it in with the Joe notebook with the 7.9 millimeter holes. I tried to open it and then just snapped easily. Already broke off easily. So that was kind of my stupid mistake. Actually, no, I haven't. I haven't seen Inside Out 2 yet. Actually, can I be honest? I never even watched Inside Out in my life. I mean, I've seen the trailer and heard about it, but I've never really watched the movie itself. But, yeah. Sorry if you're hearing meowing in the background. That's my cat Sam doing that. But, yeah. This notebook right here is just mid-season 2 to early season 3 notebook. You can tell because of the holes on the cover and the inside. Yeah. I actually had another notebook cover which is similar to that one. I have an alternate cover. It's this one. This is with a different chair design. Here, if I could get my other one up, I could just go ahead and... No, I haven't, Carter. I haven't watched it. Actually, I never even heard about that movie at all, actually. But anyways, if you could look up the comparison to this notebook cover and this cover, you could definitely tell they're with the thinking chair outlines. The outlines are much different, if you can tell. But yeah. But yeah. Plan to paint the spiral soon. Hopefully, I have a box in the living room that I can just use as a painting booth. I mean, like, yeah. I don't have an actual painting booth because those things are expensive. I'm not gonna lie. They are literally like. I actually found one online for like what, $28. I mean, it's good and all, but with that big box I have in the living room, I could just easily use that and save up, and just save up, you know? The first chair of the outline is a bit thinner. Actually, yeah, that is true. It is a little bit thinner, yeah. It is a little bit thinner than my other one. But yeah. Like I said, plan to paint the spiral, plan to paint the crayon, the spiral, and yeah. But I definitely want to redo these covers. That's for sure. I may have an idea how to make the covers, not like the labels, but like cut the covers out itself. But what I'm mainly planning to go for is I may plan to use what's called a laser cut printer. Now, if some of you don't know what laser cut printers are like printers that can cut through like different types of materials, like for instance, like wood, plywood, that's for sure, basswood, plastic, I think hard plastic, and a bunch of other materials. That's mainly one of the main reasons why I want to go for that printer. And the printer that I'm going, the printer I'm just getting is a Glowforge printer, and those things work good. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a video where they use the basswood, the 3mm basswood, and it works good with the Glowforge laser cut printer. Cuts really good through that wood. It cuts really good. What are your favorite? That is a good question. if I'm gonna be honest with you, Carter, I don't really know. I don't know if I have any favorites, but um, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that really. It's just it's hard. It's hard to decide. It's just hard to decide. But hold on. But yeah. Also, speaking about plastic, I'm glad I mentioned about plastic. If you guys already know, I had a notebook that's made out of plastic. Let's say I may be redoing the covers soon. Um, I'm just not sure when though. I want to get that printer first before I actually do anything, because I just want to test out. I just want to test out something new. Because if you guys remember, I have the plastic right here. This is the plastic that I use to make my notebooks. And let me tell you something about this plastic. If you look at the edges, like right here, they're a little bit thin. I mean, I like the plastic and all, but for a notebook with this type of thin plastic, it doesn't really fit my style. Whereas the other plastic, if I could get this thing, check out this bad boy. This thing is 20 times heavy. Well, not 20 times, but like, if I could get a specific number, 4 times heavy. Yeah. Because if you look at the sides of the cover right here, look at the sides of this cover right here. Much thicker. This is the 3mm plastic, in case you guys are aware. Yeah. Hold on. I'm glad you asked that, CJ. The thing is, when I print the notebook covers onto a label, I measure the size of the cover first. I just measure the cover first. Whereas for the one notebook, this notebook's 4x4 inch because it's square. I just basically print out the cover. How should I explain this? I measure the size of the cover first, then I print it out onto the label, and it fits really good actually. Whereas the Joe notebook is just 5.35 by 5.81. I use an X-Acto knife to like cut out the shape of the chair. I don't have much colored crayons actually. In fact, if I could just find some here. I have some on my table. Let's see. If I don't got much, so yeah. For instance, here's my original crayon that I used for this notebook. I don't really put this crayon in the spiral at all, to be honest. Because one, it'll ruin the top of the pages. For one, I just use this crayon to stay in the spiral so that no crayon smudges don't get on there. But I will show off one of my crayons. One of the crayons I have is a red crayon. I made original red crayon before. Don't mind the white part. I had an original wrapper on there, but I had to take it off because I had to redo the wrapper itself. For one. I even got the green crayon. Yeah. Here's my light blue crayon, Josh style, I should say. Light blue crayon, Josh style. It's a very small crayon. It's a very good crayon though. I'm not gonna lie. Here's my other 2 crayons I think I made in 2020, and it's the purple and yellow ones. If you've seen in the recent video I made of my version of the 3 clues of Pool Party from Little Einstein's Blue's Clues that Noah made. Yeah. I made it. Oh, cool. that's cool. All right. Would you rather go back? I don't know, Carter. That's a very good question. Because I had good memories in the 2000s. Really, there's a lot of memories I have. I don't even know whether to go back in one of those. I wish time travel would exist, but unfortunately, it doesn't exist. But it would be cool, but it doesn't exist really. Which I don't really have an issue with. Really, it's just how life is. But yeah. You like my gotcha? Actually, looks good. I like your design of it. It's actually not too bad in my opinion. What do you like on you? If I'm gonna be honest with you, Carter, I'm more of a cheese fellow. Do you have more Josh? Actually, I think I do have more Josh crayons. It's in my living room. Here, give me a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I got the box. Let me see. I have some are Steve crayons, but some are the Josh crayons. Let me see. For instance, I have the Josh Red crayon that is used in season 1 and season 2 of Blue's Clues and You. Yeah. Let's see, what else do I got? Here's my black crayon. Here's the pink crayon. I actually like this color of the. I actually like this wrapper, pink wrapper on the crayon. It looks good actually. Here's the magenta crayon. Magenta crayon from season 3. If you guys remember in Blue's Backyard Sports Spectacular, I think is what it's called. This magenta crayon was used in season 3 when Josh drew magenta. And here's my purple crayon. Yeah. Here's my blue, the original blue crayon from Blue's Big Baking Show. Yeah. Oh, there's thundering in my area. And last but not least, my white crayon. I had the other Josh crayons in the living room, but I don't know where they are right now. But yeah, that pretty much seems to be all my crayons. Most of my Josh crayons, that is. Would you rather what? I'm more of a Nickelodeon fellow, really. I haven't watched much shows on Nickelodeon in a while. I mean, the main one I usually watch is just, I don't know, SpongeBob. And yeah. There's other shows that I've seen on Nickelodeon, but my main one I would go for is SpongeBob. Ooh, that is a very good question, Everett. There's a lot I made in this. There's a lot that I made this year and the past. If I'm gonna be honest, my most recent favorite one I made was my very own Josh notebook. If I'm going to be completely honest, my most favorite one that I made was the Josh notebook that my friend Nick Bear made for me. Which credit to him for the covers. No, I haven't, Carter. I haven't actually heard about that at all, actually. But anyway, but yeah, my most favorite notebook that I've made in my life is definitely the Josh notebook. My version of the Josh notebook cover. Credit to Nick Bear for that on the covers. If I can actually find it, hold on. Hold on, I have it here somewhere. Whoops, it is way too dark for me to see. There we go. Okay, let me see. Here it is. If you look closely at this cover, this is the color design that Nick Bear made for me for my notebook. Yeah, actually, he did a good job on the colors on this cover. I'm not gonna lie, he did a fabulous job. Rich Nick Bear, if you're watching the stream right now, thank you again. Yeah, I've seen them, Carter. I remember you first drew me on one of your videos. I actually liked that video. It was a great video. Hey, Shadow. Look, let me be honest. Any drawing video I see is always good. Let me be honest. It's always good. Even Steve says this. It doesn't matter how you draw your clue as long as you know what it is. And he's right. Oh yeah, I forgot you did. Draw me. Yeah, I remember I first shared a post saying thank you for the drawing. You did a good job. You did really good on the drawing. I'm not gonna lie. You did really good. But yeah. Like I said about the plastic here. Hold on. Holy crap! It's really getting, the clouds are really getting dark in my area. We're supposed to get some storms today. That's why it's kind of a little dark in my area. As long as the power don't go out while I'm still on live. But here, let me pull up the differences between these two plastics. If you look closely at the edges, this one's much thicker than this one. There's a reason why I wanted to use the thick covers for this plastic. I mainly want to use it for my Josh notebook covers because these edges are thick. I'm not gonna lie, they're really thick. Oh, I see. Okay. But yeah, I mainly want to go for this plastic because it kind of fits well for my notebook, in my opinion. Whereas the other plastic, these are much too thin. Not very much good for notebook covers. I mean, it doesn't break off. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't break off. It's just that the edges are just a little too thin. If I were to think, I could maybe use this plastic to make my version of the Notebookosaurus, or my take on Justin's notebook, which, speaking about that, I am going to be planning to reduce some episodes for my series. I just don't know when, though. I have some planned. I just don't know when. That's a good question, Carter. I have a lot. There's a lot of favorite stories that I like as a kid. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. There's a lot I like. But yeah. Actually, about the episodes that I have planned, I have a list of them. I told them on Justin on Google Chat, but if I can find the list again, I have some episodes that I want to redo at some point. If I can find it, that would be great. Where is it? It was okay. Wait. Oh yeah, you should. I may consider it. I don't know. I'll think about adding you. I don't know. That is if I have plans for it. I don't know. Do you like? I don't really watch much about Paw Patrol, really, Carter. I mean, I watched it before, but I don't really watch it as much anymore. But I know my nephews are into Paw Patrol. I know that, for instance. I know my nephews are into it. Let me see. Where did I put that list at? Good Lord, where is it? What is your... That's a good question, Everett. There's a lot. I have a lot of favorites that I like to draw. That's a really good question. I mean, if I can be honest, most of the clues I like to draw are the color clues. Those are mainly my favorite because of the different color crayons and the wrappers. I'll mainly go for those. No problem. They're my favorite. I will admit. Let me see. Whoa, whoops. It's thundering out. Here's the list. I got a lot to do. So the main ones I'm planning to redo are Counting with Blue, Lunchtime with Blue, Nick Bear's Visit, The First Snowfall of Winter. Obviously, that was a good episode to make. Michael's Surprise Holiday. That's going to be featuring Nick Bear. Play Date with Ella and Gwen. If you don't know Ella and Gwen, they're Justin's siblings in the series. Playing Games with Blue, Getting Healthy with Blue, The Night Before Christmas. Actually, that's one of my main goals for this one. Whoa! Ignore that. That's thunder. A Day at Justin's, The Case of the Missing Thinking Chair, and Blue's Birthday Bash. I got a lot I got to redo. But one of the main things I already redid was A Day at the Workshop. Actually, I will admit, doing A Day at the Workshop was a great episode to do. That one features Nick Bear in that episode. Hold on. Oh, okay. That's cool. Nice. Oh yeah, I've actually seen your notebooks. They're not too bad in my opinion. They're really good. But yeah, that's mainly all the episodes I plan to redo. I know I did one episode where it's International Cousins Day, but I was having second thoughts about it. I don't really feel like I want to do that episode. I mainly want to rename it. Justin actually gave me this episode idea called Friendship Day. And that actually seems really good. That seems I kind of like that idea, Friendship Day for an episode. I mainly use that for like what, a season 4 episode. Yeah. But the clues are still going to be the same. Like the clues are still going to be the same. It's just that the question's just going to be different. Like we're trying to figure out who's coming to the friendship party. The clues are still going to remain the same, like International Cousins Day. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just renaming the episode. That's all. I'm just renaming International Cousins Day with Friendship Day, just to make it easier on myself. Yeah. Did you see the teaser from my? No, I haven't, Carter. I actually haven't checked yet. No, I haven't actually. Now that you mentioned it, I may go check it out after this live stream actually. But yeah. Wow, we're really getting some storms now. Sorry. With all the hot weather that's been happening in my area, storms are going to get nuts as it is. Well, the rain is expected to start at 10 minutes. Oh boy. I mean, that would explain why there's going to be some storms, because we've had some hot days in my area, and it's when you have so much hot days and heat waves, you can get some really crappy storms. But yeah. Whoa! Holy crap. As long as my power don't go out when I'm going on live, that would suck actually. Yeah. There's a lot of covers. There's a lot of notebooks that I gotta like redo. I have more covers in the process right now, so I'm still working on. Okay, Carter, that's cool. But yeah, for the Blue's Clues anniversary, 30 years coming in 2026. Let me tell you that, guys, this time just goes by fast. You know what I'm saying? Time just goes by fast. Like you're just so busy with so many things that when you're focused on other things, time just like whoosh, zooms right around the corner. Sorry, that was my drink. But yeah. Oops. Whoops. I tore off a bit of the notebook on the cover. But I swear, about these covers on the notebook, if you could tell, you probably can't tell. On one of the covers, the cover is kind of starting to like fade off. Probably because I've used it a lot. It's mainly, well, here's the backside. The backside's mainly losing a lot of its color. Probably because I've overused it a lot. And of course, on the inside. But yeah. Oh, and on the front cover too. You could kind of tell that the covers are starting to lose its color. What is your? I don't really know, Carter. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know much about minion names. There's just a lot of minions that I don't even know which one has its own name and such. Wow, it's really coming down. Sorry if I'm talking about the storm too much in my area. It's just coming down hard. Wait. That is a good question, Everett. There's a lot of episodes that are my favorite that I can't even excuse me. I don't even know which episode is my favorite. I mean, if I were to be specific, I would mainly have to choose like probably Colors Everywhere, and which one? Shape Searchers, Numbers Everywhere, and yeah. Remember, hold on, freaking Discord's going off. Remember, actually, yes, I do, Carter. When I was at my babysitter's house, I would watch PBS Kids Go all the dang time, and it was great. My most favorite one is mainly Super Y, which I could say this about Super Y. Super Y is so much closer to Blue's Clues. But here's the thing, though. Here's the difference, though. Instead of paw prints, it's super letters. And instead of using the notebook, you just use a super duper computer. Okay. Okay, that was loud. Sorry you guys had to hear that. That was a loud thunderclap. Actually, I think I made my own version of the super duper computer, but I made it notebook style. Actually, I have it in one of Justin's albums somewhere. I just gotta find it first. Where is it? I had it in here. Finding the super duper computer. Ah, here it is. Okay, let me see. This is my take of my own super duper computer. Look at that. Look at this bad boy. Oh, yeah. Hey, David. Remember? Yes, I do, actually. I actually, Toon Poodle, I haven't really watched that in like it's been a while since I've actually watched that show. But yeah. There's a lot of Nick Jr., PBS Kids, and Disney Junior shows I watch. Well, I don't know much about Well, actually, there's some shows I watch on Disney Junior. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse was definitely one of them. But for the other one, I know it's definitely Little Einsteins. I think those are the only two that I remember. But for PBS Kids, my main one that I remember, actually, there's more than just one. My dad loves. Actually, I will admit the theme songs are good. The theme song is actually catchy in my opinion. Yes, I have actually heard of that, David. I actually haven't watched Dragon Tales in a long darn time. Let me see. There's a lot I remember. The ones I remember from Nick Jr. are the Backyardigans, Dora. Blue's Clues was definitely one of them. Blue's Clues was always my main one. Which one? There's more. Little Bill, Lazy Town, Pinky Dinky Doo. I have not watched that in a while. Jack's Big Music Show. That is one of my favorites. What else? Oswald. There was another one. Max and Ruby, yes. Miss Spider, and there was one more. I think there was one more. I don't know. That's all I remember from those shows. Yeah, Yo Gabba Gabba. That's the one. Thank you. That's the one. That's the one I was missing. Okay. I haven't watched that in a long time. Would you rather? I don't know how to answer that, Carter. I don't know how to answer that because it's been a while since I've last watched PBS Kids, obviously. Let's see. There's a lot of shows I've watched on PBS Kids. One of them was Barney, which I don't really watch Barney anymore. It's kind of not much my thing, but I do respect people's opinions on who do like Barney. I will respect those opinions. There was another one. Sesame Street, that's one of them. Which one? There's another one. Curious George, Sid the Science Kid. I have not watched that one in a long time either. Super Y. The Cat in the Hat knows a lot about that. That's a good one. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good one. That's a very good one. I like that show, actually. And I think that's all the shows that I remember from PBS Kids as far as I'm aware of. Oh, Dragon Tales. David actually mentioned that earlier. Dragon Tales. That's a good one. I'm not going to lie. That is a very good one. Oh. Can't forget Arthur. Wait, didn't I? Yeah, I did mention Sesame Street already. I can't forget Arthur. And the other one's based off from Arthur. Postcards from Buster. Oh, Nick Jr. I can't forget Go Diego Go. I can't forget about that one. That's a good one. Wait, what's this one? Ready, Jet. I don't know if I have. I don't think I've ever heard of Ready, Jet, Go. No, I never seen that one before actually at all. I actually never seen that at all, Carter. I knew there was one I forgot about Nick Jr. Go Diego Go. That's a good one. I'm actually not gonna lie. That's a very good one. Now, for Disney Junior, there's I don't know much Disney Junior shows, but one of them I will remember. One of them I do remember is Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and I think Little Einsteins, yes. Actually, that is true. It was actually a spin-off of Dora. It's just different, which I think it's kind of cool. I liked it. I thought it was cool. Let me see. There's some other shows I watched, like Bill Nye the Science Guy. That is a very good show. I remember I used to watch that back in my elementary school. Actually, Tristan, I actually heard about Mickey Mouse Clubhouse coming back. My friend Red actually, more than not just Red, a few other people actually told me too. But I already know Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is coming back. I just haven't really watched the show in a while. But yeah. Did you see that? I've seen half of it, Carter, but I haven't really watched the whole thing. I mean, let me be honest. I like the Dora reboot isn't really bad in my opinion, but if I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm kind of more into the original Dora, in my opinion. I'm kind of more into the original Dora. It's just here's the thing. It's just kind of how I grew up with. I was kind of into the original ones. But for the Blue's Clues reboot, I will say the Blue's Clues reboot, I will definitely give that an infinity out of 100 on that baby. Because let me be honest about Blue's Clues. It's pretty much everybody's favorite childhood show. I'm going to admit. I mean, look, who doesn't love Blue's Clues, you know? It's a very good show. Oh, my favorite episode. Oh, yeah, that is a good one. I actually like that one. Remember that? Actually, I did heard about that, Carter. Dora and the Lost City of Gold. I haven't really watched the movie, really, but I have seen clips of it. I mean, it's okay in my opinion, but I haven't really watched it at all in my life. But yeah. Actually, speaking about movies, there's some movies that I remember there are some movies that I like which one? One of them was Stuart Little. Stuart Little 1, 2, and 3. Those were actually good. The one I definitely remember is which one? There's another one I like. Ooh, the one that came out in 2023, the Mario movie. I remember I got the Mario movie DVD for Christmas. Yeah. I say, me and my dad absolutely love the movie. It's amazing. I'm not gonna lie. But there's a lot of series and movies I watch. But yeah. Doris Denny. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I actually heard about that. Someone on Discord actually told me about that movie coming out. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it though, because I don't really watch much of. I do watch live action movies, just not like a lot of them. But the ones I do remember are Stuart Little. There's just a lot of movies that I used to watch. But yeah. Okay, I'm already getting 5 likes on the stream. Man, I gotta be honest. I haven't done a stream like this, a YouTube live thing on YouTube in a while. The one I remember was back in 2024. I don't. Even though I respect that, Carter. I respect that. If you don't like Dora, if you don't really like Dora itself, then I respect that. I know a lot of people that don't like Dora. Mm-hmm. But yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Not everyone's gonna like a certain kids show that we like. And you know, that's their opinions. And I can respect that. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Yeah, sorry if I'm not talking much in this stream. I don't usually. I'm not. I try to keep the streams active as much as possible. But here's the thing: I don't really do much on streams. Oh, excuse me. Oh dang, the storm seems to be quieting down a little bit. Let me see. There's a lot. I wish there was a share screen option, but unfortunately, this YouTube Live thing probably doesn't have the share screen thing, which is kind of stupid in my opinion. I don't really like it. It kind of sucks. Wait a minute. Oh, there actually is a share screen option. I didn't even see that until now. Never mind then. Even though I've shown you guys the my notebook cover itself and the super duper computer itself. No, you're fine, Vaughn. The stream isn't over yet. I plan to keep this rolling until like I'm keeping this like what, a 2-hour stream maybe. But yeah. Let me see if I can try to pull up my covers again. I have a lot in the process. Well, one of them in the process. Let me see. There's one of them. Let me see. How do I share this bad boy? Okay, here he is. This is one of them. If you can tell right here. I made this like, I think a few days ago. Yeah, it's one of them. Now for my super duper computer, I showed it on phone earlier, but with the screen being kind of low and bright, it doesn't do well with the yeah. Let me see. I had it here somewhere. Where was it? Let me see. Here it is. Hold on. Let me get this screen back up here again. For those who don't know, this is what my super duper computer actually looks like. Here, actually, hold on. Let me see if I can get a better view of this. No. Oh, it just does the black screen. Whatever. But you guys can see this. Yeah. That is mainly my take on my super duper computer for actually Justin's series, Justin and Super Y. If you haven't seen that show on Google Photos, I would recommend go checking that out. It's a great show. I'm not gonna lie. I have fun on there. Did you know Brooklyn? No, I actually did. No, I actually didn't. Carter, I don't see it. Wait, hold on. Let me pull up my thing. Is my share screen option working for some of you? I want to make sure if it's actually working for some of you. I want to make sure before I actually close out of this share screen thing. At least I hope it is. Okay, Carter. Okay, I want to make sure. I want to make sure my share screen option wasn't being a piece of crap and such. Oh yeah, it's fine, dude. If you need to step out just to do something, listen, go ahead. Listen, I'm not in no hurry for you to get back. I mean, I'm just keeping this thing up for right now, but yeah. Oh, there is one thing I wanted to add. If you guys didn't know this, I actually did update my gotcha character again. It's the same as usual, but I did a little change. Hold on. Let me see. Here we go. I know my hair's going to be in the way because of the black screen, but can you send us? Actually, hold on. If Justin has that share screen thing up, I could invite you. But if I do have you on my members list, Carter, I think I might add you. I think I do. Hold on. But before I do that, let me see if I can get this. There it is. Hold on, wait. This is the new look of my character. Don't mind the black screen don't mind the hair covering up the black screen. It's just kind of But this is my new look. You can definitely tell it's new because of the different shade of the color on the shirt, the pants, and the shoes. And yeah. I mainly wanted to change the color shades of my clothes because I have the shirt, the pants, and the shoes in real life. I just want to like match the colors because just why not? But yeah. Hold on. Sorry if I'm not focusing on the stream and just typing. I'm kind of looking up stuff right now, and yeah. But about notebook covers, I have some in the progress. I'm just not sure when I'm going to be making them. That's the thing. But I do have different variants of my notebooks. Not like variants on the like different color variants. I have different color variants on one of the notebooks. I just gotta find one of them. Hold on. I'll see if I could try to get them. Hold on. Okay, here. Okay, here we go. All right, give me a minute here. It should be on the bottom, I think, because I did make these like what, a few days ago. Yeah. Hold on. Ah, here we go. Okay. I may go in a different order. Hold on. For my very first episode of my series, this is what the original cover would look like for my first episode. You could tell because of the different shade of the stripes. And this will mainly go on from episode 1 all the way to episode 4, which is counting with blue. Reason why I wanted to go with this one because it was because the notebook was starting to tear off. Because if you remember from my old channel on my old video, my notebook was actually originally starting to tear apart, and it was mainly the back cover, not the front cover. It was mainly the back cover that was starting to tear off. But this is mainly the cover I was mainly going to go for. But yeah. You think you can do it? I'm not sure, Carter, because I've already have episodes planned for seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4. But maybe. Hey, Noah. Let me see if I can get my other cover up. Here's my other one. Hold on. This is my second take on my notebook cover. You notice how the stripes are getting a little darker. I mainly wanted to use this for like part of season 1 and some of season 2. That's mainly what I want to go for. Now for this cover, actually, this cover right here, the stripes get a little lighter, but the light stripes get a little lighter, but the dark stripes get much more darker. I mainly plan to use this for the remaining of season 2 all the way to season 4 for my series. The reason why is because looking at the colors on these stripes, they seem like a good fit to me. I actually like it. I just hold on, Carter. Which part do you not see? I think was it the first one, the third one, or the fourth one? I'll make sure, Carter. I mean, I wouldn't hurt for me to show it again if you want me to, like which cover, the first one, the third, or the fourth. I already showed the second one, I think. Here, just to be on the safe side, all of it. Okay, here, I'll try to slow down. I'll try to slow down on this one. This is the first cover for episode 1 of my series of season 1, episode 1 all the way to episode 4, which is the first episode is counting with no. The first one is Meet Michael, the first episode, and the fourth episode is Counting with Blue. That's when the notebook started to tear off. And yeah. Hold on, let me go back to the other one. Okay. This one, this will also make its appearance for episode 4. That's when I got the new notebook. The shading of the cover will remain from episode 4 to episode 5. Episode 5 will be Blue's birthday bash. I think that's what I called it for my episode. This one will make its appearance on episode 6, I think. ABC's with Blue, I think. Yeah. This will be seen on episode. This will actually remain through the whole series of episode 1 until we get to. No, not. This will remain for the whole entire series of season 1 onward to season 2 for some episodes. And then in episode 5, I think, is when the colors will switch to this one. This will start in Welcome to Blue's Bistro, I think. It'll start from that and then go all the way onward to season 4. That's what my main goal is for my series. That's mainly my goal for the different notebook covers for my series. But yeah. Oh, if you I do have a custom cover of Justin's notebook cover. Actually, I showed it before, but actually, oh, oops, wrong button. Hold on. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna be honest with you, Carter. I'm not much of a cereal person. I mean, I've liked cereal when I was a kid, but I don't know. I kind of lost my interest in cereal. I mean, because here's the thing: I'm not much of a cereal guy, in my opinion. But let me see if I can try to get this notebook cover up. This is originally how I'm gonna do my version of Justin's notebook. I plan to use that for one of my episodes, which is a day at Justin's. Yeah, I plan to use this cover for a day at Justin's, which that's going to be a season 3 episode for my series. But yeah, that's mainly what I'm going for, as far as I'm aware of. But yeah, there's just a lot I have to make and remake. But yeah, I know I was working on this one series called A Pirate Treasure Hunt. I know I had to put that on hold for a reason because look, hate to sound stupid, but I was kind of too lazy to do the rest of the Skidoo video and the thinking time segment. But don't worry, I'm not getting rid of the episode. It's still going to be for season 2. I'm just not sure when I'm going to remake it because I when I draw the clues again, I mainly just have to go for like draw the clues by hand, like just be the hand model because I'm more better off with drawing the clues by hand instead of just doing the animation drawings. But I will still save the animation drawings for some certain shows, like Justin's and Danny's and Harry's, for example. I may do some for Doodle Bops again, but I don't know when because I haven't been really much focused on it because I've been mainly busy with life and such. Do it, lose it. I actually do, Carter. That's actually a very good song where the voice actor for the actor for Robbie Rotten, Stephen I don't know. I don't remember. But I remember he did sing that song, which, of course, rest in peace to the guy. I remember he passed away in 2018, which that was kind of surprising. I didn't even know about this until now. But yeah, rest in peace to the guy. Which I'm gonna admit, Lazy Town's a great episode. It really is. Lazy Town's an amazing episode. I loved it. But yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Let me check something. Hold on. Sorry, I'm kind of focused. I'm trying to find something right now. I'm kind of okay. Do you Lazy Town's a show? Sorry, Carter. My mind's just going in different directions. Do you like Phineas and I'm kind of half and half with it, Carter, but I don't really watch much Phineas and Ferb that much, in my opinion. But I have seen clips of it, though. Don't get me wrong. I have seen some clips of it. I do heard that they're bringing it back. I do know that for a start. I do know they actually did bring it back. Yeah, I knew, Carter. But yeah. Hold on, Carter. I'm gonna hold on a minute. Hold on, Carter. I'm gonna try to send you the link on would Instagram be okay for me to send you the link to that album? Hold on. Shoot. Okay, never mind. All right. I just want to make sure because I'm just curious. I could send it in the I could send it in the comments or live chat. But the thing is, I really don't want like strangers getting in the album and doing some nasty crap and stuff. Because let me be honest, there are some weird freaks out there. But yeah. Okay, the stream has been going on for like an hour. I'm gonna try to keep this as a 2-hour stream as much as possible. I don't know. I may go for like an hour or 30 minutes or maybe 2 hours. I don't know. I don't really do much. Like I said, I don't really do much on streams, obviously. But yeah. There's a lot of variants that I want to do for my note. Wait. I don't know. I actually didn't, Carter. No. There's some variants I want to do for my notebooks. Like if I can give a very specific list of it, I'd have to look through one of my albums to see how the list goes in order for my series. Let me see. I have my album somewhere, but hold on. Let me see. Other than the different color shade ones, I'm not going to count those as variants because they're just color shades. But oh, excuse me. One of the variants I planned. So, when I told you I do. Yeah, you told me. You told me that. You told me that. Oh gosh. Just freaking Cadence. Just getting her mom about Phineas and Ferb and stuff. I mean, Phineas and Ferb is not bad in my opinion, but I don't really watch most of it. But anyways, let me see. One of the variants I plan to do is the birthday one, the one with the label where it says notebook on it, the super duper notebook. I definitely want to do that one for sure. The nighttime one, the musical one, the pirate one. I don't know about the cookie one because it just looks like an actual cookie in my opinion. But I could use like a stick of cardboard and just stick it onto the cover and such. The Christmas one, let me see. The Love Day one, the Rainy Day one for sure. I definitely want to do the spring one. The spring one's my favorite. The Halloween one, the Christmas party one. Actually, let me tell you something about the difference between my original Christmas one and the Christmas party one. Actually, my Christmas party notebook actually has a different cover than my original one. Hold on a minute. Sorry, I'm texting someone right now. But okay, that was good. Okay, good one, Carter. Good one. Okay. But anyways, there's a difference between my original Christmas notebook cover and the Christmas party notebook cover. And I'll show those in a minute. But continuing on, the Snowbook, the Notebookosaurus. I may try to do the map book. I don't know the specific size for the map book. Hold on a minute. Sorry, I'm checking. I'm on Instagram right now. But yeah, I may try to do the map book. I just don't know the specific size for it. But I may plan to do that one. The space book, actually, the space book I definitely want to do for sure. That is actually one of my favorite notebooks of all time, obviously. That Naughty Monster notebook, which I wish it wouldn't have to eat crayons like that. Let me see. There's one notebook that I want to do is the Night Book. The covers are inspired by Victor, which I'm going to give him credit to that one. I'll show you what I mean about the notebook in a minute. let me see. There's the notepad, the rock and roll notebook, and the cowboy notebook. Those are mainly all the variants that I want to mainly do for my notebooks and such. Hold on. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Let me see. Let me pull up. Let me see if I can try to pull up the night book for a second. Hold on, wait. This is originally how I'm going to make the night book for my series, which credit to Victor on the covers. He inspired me to actually make a notebook cover like this, so credit to him for that. We'll make sure you guys can like see it, so that way I don't like ramble too fast with the cover. Okay, let me see if I can try to find the other cover. Let me pull up my original Christmas notebook cover first before I show the Christmas party one itself. This is originally how I'm gonna make my original Christmas notebook. This is the season 2 style one for start for my series for my episode the night before Christmas. That's what I'm mainly going for. Let me see if I can find my other one. Here it is. Okay, hold on. Now this right here is what my Christmas party notebook looks like. I made a difference between my original Christmas notebook and my Christmas party notebook itself. Kind of a new difference, huh? But yeah. That's mainly what I want to go for my series, because I have a different notebook variants, you know. And yeah. But the night book, though, I definitely want to make that one for sure. Like I said, inspired by Victor. And yeah. But yeah, there's just a lot I want to do. I have plans for it. I just don't know when I'm gonna make it. That's the thing. But yeah. Oh, wait a minute. There was one more episode that I wanted to do in progress for my series. That was our new family members. If you guys remember from my old channel, I do actually have siblings in my series. Their names are, if you guys know the show Total Drama Rama, I never got into the show at first, but as time went by, I got used to it more. My siblings for the show are going to be Courtney and Beth. Those are the two characters that are going to be featured in season 3, episode 1 of my series, our new family members. That's mainly what I want to go for. But yeah, I just have a lot planned. I just have lots of things planned for my series, but my main focus first, though, is my main focus for the most part is just getting the notebooks put together. And yeah, because like I said about the plastic, like I said about this plastic, way too thin for my original notebook itself. Like I said, I may actually use this for like my which one is it? The Notebookosaurus. I may actually use that for my Notebookosaurus sometime. I'm not sure when. I'll make it. I actually did order the gray wire off of Amazon, I think a month or a few weeks ago. I don't know. But whatever. I bought the wire anyways. But when it comes to this plastic, look how thick this plastic is. Look how thick this bad boy is. Perfect fit for my original notebook itself, if I do say so myself. But yeah. And I may hold on. Let me be more specific about the covers again. Ugh. Not only I may use the thin covers, not only I may use this for my Notebookosaurus, but I may actually use that to make Justin's notebook and Noah's notebook for my series. I mainly want to use this plastic to make those 2 notebooks for Noah and Justin, mainly. But yeah. Let me see. Sorry, I there's not much for me to do on the YouTube live thing because, like I said, I don't really do much on streams. I try to keep streams like this active as much as possible, but I just barely do much is the thing. But yeah. Let me see. Actually, when it comes to my character, I actually did upgrade the colors on my guitar because yeah, my character actually does have a guitar, and actually, you guys don't know this. I have a guitar in real life too. It's in my closet. I'm just not sure where I'm gonna get it. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up the screen again. Oh wait. This is the new design of my guitar for my series. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. This is mainly what I want to go for the colors because I'm basically trying to match the colors of that guitar with my original guitar. That's just basically what I'm trying to go for. I see is black. Probably because my share screen option is just being a junk. I don't know. Here, if I can actually grab my original guitar, here, give me a minute. Let me see if I can get it. All right, let me see if I get this bad boy out. Ugh. This is what my original guitar actually looks like. Yeah, I actually do have this bad boy, it's really dirty though. Hopefully, I can find a way to clean this up without having to break the guitar strings because the strings are just loose. Well, out loose, yes, mainly loose, but it's also kind of out of tune. Whoops, it's kind of this. The guitar's out of tune. That's why I don't play guitar in real life, but I just use this for fun, like for videos and such. But yeah. Hold on. Oh, okay. I didn't know that actually. I mean, would be cool to have an electric guitar, but here's the thing: those things are loud. I'm sorry, but those things are loud. I would love to have one in the bedroom, but I don't know. I just have a lot. I just have a lot that I have a lot. I have a lot of things planned for. Sorry, freaking beard's in the way. I just have a lot of plans for my series and stuff. And yeah, do you prefer? I'm gonna be honest with you, Carter. I'm not much of a Teen Titans person, but I do respect those people's opinions who are fans of those. Yeah. Let me see. I've been thinking if I were to make actual, I don't know, if I were to make actual clue tuber notebooks that I could make mainly use for a hand model, I don't know. I may look into that. I don't know. I don't know. I'll look into it someday. I mean, I don't have much plywood. It's just I don't even know how many plywoods I have in the living room. I have some here and some at my mom's place. I don't know how much sheets of plywood I have left though. Yeah. Can you? Carter, what do you mean? I don't understand that. Actually, now that I'm thinking about wires, hold on. The wire I use for this notebook is the 3/16 gauge. That thing is where a person draws. I don't know if I know how to do that, Carter, but anyways, about the wire. The wire I have on this notebook is a 3/16 gauge, which I think this is almost close to like what? A 5 gauge or a 4 gauge? If I can tell by the wire. Looks pretty close to it. But the wire that I do use for my original notebook is in the living room. It's a 6 gauge wire. Here, let me see I'll see if I can go get it real quick. Okay. In case you don't know which wire I use for my my Josh notebook, this is the wire right here. This is the 16th gauge. No, not 16th. 6th gauge wire. That. Oh, that. Yes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Carter, but anyways, about the wire. This is the wire that I use to make my spirals for my notebooks. Because here's the thing with the spiral on the original show and the reboot. Let me say something about that wire. The wire for the the wire for the original Blue's Clues was just a 3/16 gauge wire, which is the one. Whoops, microphone's going out. My microphone's falling out. It's this wire, the 3/16 gauge. Wow, whoops. Gosh. Imagine if this were a highlight, me messing with the microphone. And this is the wire that is used for the reboot. How funny is that? They use different wires for different notebooks. How interesting is that? I didn't know about this until I did a comparison with the Josh notebook spiral and my notebook spiral. I can't believe I actually got it right on the first shot. I was actually surprised when I actually got it right on the first shot. Hold on. Oh, okay. That's cool. Hold on. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone right now. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at my phone and such. But yeah. Actually, speaking about the clothes in real life too, I do have the pajamas still. It's my character does wear the blue striped pajamas in real life, but I actually do have the pajamas in my drawer. I think somewhere. Hold on, because I don't get. If I could get it without my wire, my cord getting pulled back. Hold on. Let me see. I think they're in here. Ah, here it is. Okay. Let me see. Let me pull up the shirt first. Here, I'm gonna get this bad boy out of the way so I can pull this up more closer. But yeah, this right here is my pajama shirt that I made off of Offer Custom. There's the shirt, and let me see the pants. How cool is that? But yeah. My main focus right now is getting the slippers, which is the black cat slippers. I actually do have black cats. No. My character has black cat slippers, but I don't have the black cat slippers in real life. Hey, how you doing, buddy? But the slippers I do have are the red checkered ones, which is obviously going to be used as my Christmas slippers. Which my character does have the Christmas slippers for. My character does wear the Christmas slippers, but I actually do have them in real life. If I could just get it. Hold on. Grabbing the slippers. Thanks, Master Dale. Thank you. But yeah, these are the slippers that these are the slippers that I'll be using for my upcoming episode, The Night Before Christmas. And yeah. Hey, it's been good. Just call me Dale. Okay. I'll thanks for reminding me. And yeah, my day is good. Thank you. But yeah. I only got about a few minutes until the stream is done. But honestly, I can admit I haven't done streams like this in YouTube live videos in a while. My recent ones were back in 2024 on my old channel, which honestly I wish I had that channel still, but sadly, no. Oh well. But hey, life is just full of different directions. But yeah. And there was one more notebook that I definitely want to do, which is my take on Noah's notebook. Now look, Noah's notebook is like the Steve notebook, but here's the thing though. I had to choose a different shade of green. Let me see if I can try to pull it up. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Whoops, I did not know there was a mute button on my YouTube live thing. Let me see. This is originally how I'm going to plan to make Noah's notebook. And by Noah, I mean Noah Beeson. That's who I'm mainly talking about. That's mainly the notebook that I'm mainly making for my series for the episode, The Case of the Missing Thinking Chair. That's what I want to go for. On YouTube. Oh, okay. But yeah, those are mainly just my plans for props and for my series and such. It's not much because listen, I still have more things planned. I just gotta think about them first. Remember? Never heard of that one, Carter. But yeah. Actually, let me point something out about this wooden crayon. So, when it comes to wooden crayons, I know people just use I can't remember the size name of this dowel rod. I think it's like a 1.5 by 36 inch dowel rod. I think, if I remember correctly, yeah, I know what you mean, Carter, but I just never seen it. But anyways, if I remember correctly, when they used, hold on. So what's the scale for the Steve notebook? covers when it comes to the covers for the notebook CJ are 4 inch by 4 inch square. That's mainly that's the covers for the Steve notebook. But anyway, what I was saying about the crayon is like, I know this is a 1.5 by 36-inch dowel rod for the crayon. I know some people use it to cut the rod first and then they just use a pencil sharpener to like sharpen it or sharpen the dowel rod to make it look like a crayon. I've done that before, but until I had a different thought about 4 inch. Yes. Yes, CJ. I mainly had a different plan of making wooden crayons. Instead of just sharpening it, I just thought about using the wooden cones to make the crayon tips. And it was all right. When I first made my first attempt on this is my third attempt on this, I think. My first one didn't quite go as planned because this was just actually a test. I had a second one that I made. If you guys saw my Instagram post, I made a second version of the wooden crayon with the dowel rod and the wooden cone. But here's the thing, though. It broke off. Well, it snapped off because of the super glue. Well, here's the thing. I mainly thought super glue was strong enough, but turns out I was wrong. While in this case, Gorilla Glue is the best option for wooden crayons. But yeah. So yeah, this is my third attempt on making this wooden crayon with the dowel rod and the cone. This is like my third attempt. And I gotta say, it looks really good. Because if you think about it, here, let me see if I could try to put up a comparison with the wooden crayon and the original crayon itself. Here, hold on. Like, look at these two. Look at the difference between these two. They literally look the same. The wooden crayon and the crayon literally almost look alike. Except this thing needs to be painted, but yeah. They pretty much look alike. Yeah. Can you tell us where you got the stuff to make wooden? For the wooden dowel rods and the cones, Amazon. And I use a circle saw to cut the I think it's what it's called. Or is it a scroll saw? Circle saw, scroll saw. I think it's a scroll saw that I use to cut the dowel rod. I was mainly trying to use the scroll saw to cut the one tip of the crayon, but it was kind of having some problems. I just used the I forgot. I had another saw in the living room. Which one was it? The hand saw, I think? No, not hand saw. I forgot what that one was called. I had the thing. I don't know. But there was... Hold on. Wait, no. Hold on a minute. I don't know. There was another saw that I had in the living room, which was hack. I think it's a hacksaw, I think. Yeah, I think so. That's the one I use for the wooden cones. Here's how I go. Here's how I do it. Without rambling my words. What thick dowel rods did you use to make the wooden crayons? I don't know by their thickness, Carter. I just mainly found this dowel rod of the wooden crayon. I think from I forgot the name of that hardware store, but I don't know. But here's how I do it. I use the scroll saw for the wooden dowel rod first. Then I use the crap. I forgot the other saw's name. I use the other saw for the wooden cone. But yeah, that's pretty much how I make my version of the wooden crayons. And I gotta say, I'm very proud of it. I have more wooden crayons in the future. I'm mainly gonna use this for my Steve crayon, I think. Yes, I'm mainly gonna use this for the Steve crayon. I may make two Steve crayons. One with the let me see if I can pull up my original crayon. One with the light stripe on the top and the dark stripe on the bottom. And I'm making another Steve crayon with the dark stripe on the top and the light stripe on the bottom. Because there are two, I think there are like 2 episodes of the U.S. version of Blue's Clues where they did have that crayon wrapper like that. One was Blue's birthday, and the other one was what does Blue want to do with her picture? Yeah. Sorry if I'm rambling and such. I can't talk that much very well, but yeah, that's mainly what I want to do for my two Steve crayons. Steve wooden crayons, I should say. I am gonna plan to make some wooden joke crayons too, just with different checkerboard patterns. One with 5 checkerboards and 6 checkerboards, with their different color. That is, of course. But yeah, those are just my plans for that. But yeah. But hey, I love how this thing just turned out. It's a good process. I'm not a taco person, Carter. There's just some foods that I'm into and I'm not into it. I just have my own interests on different types of foods, but I'm not really much of a taco person, really. Hold on. Do you like Milo? I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Hold on. I've never seen it in my life, actually. Now that you think about it. Yeah, I've never seen that, Carter. And I just got a mention from Steve the YouTuber about my 3 years on my YouTube channel. Steve, if you're watching this, thank you. Yeah. Do you like hamster and? Never heard of that one either, Carter. I've heard of Hansel and Gretel, but not Hamster and Gretel. Who is your favorite? That's a good question. Like I said, I don't know. I don't watch much about Phineas and Ferb, Carter. But if I were to guess, I may choose Isabella, maybe. But yeah. Sorry for messing around with this notebook a little too much. I just love the progress of this notebook. And yeah. Miners. Okay. The sounds are freaking great on this. I will admit, the sounds of this notebook are amazing. I don't know. When it comes to wooden notebooks, I may try to make one out of basswood or balsa wood someday. Actually, I did heard one time that balsa wood can actually break easily. I actually heard about that. How I know? My dad told me. But yeah. Some woods are sturdy, but some aren't. The way how I see it. But yeah. But I definitely do want to make. I definitely want to try to do the Stephen Journal books. Maybe I may try to do those sometime. I don't know. But yeah. I definitely want to try. I have the pilot notebook still. I have the oh, excuse me. Sorry. I have the pilot notebook still. It's in the living room some wait. Oh, I thought I had it on my table, but no, it's my pilot notebook's probably in the living room. Actually, about pilot notebooks, I'm not sure if you guys I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram post. I did make my actual version of my very own pilot notebook. Credit to Nick Bear on the covers. It's a green pilot notebook. Good one, Carter. If I could try to find it, hold on. As long as my share screen thing don't act like a piece of junk and such. Hold on. Let me see. I may have it. I don't know. Maybe. Here it is. Okay, hold on. Do you like Lady and the Never. I think I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Let me see. Let me get my pilot notebook. My pilot notebook out for my series. If my share screen option is black again, I apologize, but this is originally what my original pilot notebook looks like for my pilot for my own pilot series. That's mainly what I'm going for. And yeah. And yeah. Actually, now that I'm talking about my series, I'm not sure if you guys noticed this from my Skidoo video from a day at the workshop. Actually, let me tell you guys this. Nick Bear did actually upgrade my my living room. If you guys weren't aware, let me see. Let me see if I can try to pull up a photo somewhere. If I could, I might. Let me see if I could try to find one of them. I have it somewhere. Here it is. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I did the picture frame and the felt frame myself, but this right here is what my this is the background for my what is it? My living room. Shout out to Nick Bear for making the design of it. I will say he's done when it comes to my series, Nick Bear has done an amazing job with this type of stuff. And he did this for I remember he did my first design of my living room a while back. But yeah. Okay, I got like what? Hold on. I got like hold on. 21 minutes until I have to end this stream. But I want to say this though real quick. Thank you guys for thank you. I'm so glad that I got to manage to reach to 3 years of this channel. I want to thank you all for the support and the love that you've given to me onto this channel. Because I've worked my tail off to get this to keep this channel going. I really want to get myself back into 1,000 subscribers soon. But yeah. Like I'm not in a hurry to get my 1,000 subscribers. Like my subscribers aren't my distraction right now. My main focus right now is just entertaining you guys on this channel and throughout my other social media. I mainly just want to entertain you guys. That's all. Because I'm more of an entertaining kind of person. But yeah. But the main media I'm barely active is just on DeviantArt. I'm gonna keep that active still, but I rarely upload stuff on there. Yeah, I just I rarely upload stuff on there. But yeah. I'm gonna go. Okay, Carter. Thanks for coming. All right, Carter. Thanks for coming. But yeah. I mean, hey, the stream's gonna be. I'm gonna be ending the stream soon in like 19 minutes, or even less, 18 minutes, obviously. Since I'm planning to make this, since I already made this into like a 2-hour stream. But yeah. But yeah, more videos are gonna be coming soon, guys. I have plans still. I just want to get everything put together first. And yeah. And Dale, I just got your mention about my shout out for 3 years. Thank you for the shout out, dude. Yeah, Dale, I just got your mention. Thank you. But yeah. But yeah. Sorry if I keep repeating most of my words all the time. It's what I tend to do. I want to give you a shout. And I wanted to give you support on your page. Well, thank you, Dale. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Actually, when I mentioned about wooden crayons here, let me see if I can try to pull up my Instagram post. One of them. Hold on. Maybe. Should be on the bottom somewhere. Hold on. Here it is. Okay, give me a minute. Hold on. Let me see if I can get my screen up again. This was my second attempt on this wooden crayon with the dowel and the wooden cone. This was my second attempt on it. And if you're wondering how I got the wax part, I basically just painted parts of the crayon black. I was gonna do the full one, but I didn't want my hands to get covered in paint. I mainly have to. If I were to guess, I'd probably just have to spray paint it just to make it easier. But yeah. there's just a lot I gotta process and redo. There's just a lot. You know what? I don't know. I'm thinking I may do something for my channel. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oops. Whoops, my microphone just slid down again. Hold on. Almost done. And there. What do you guys think, huh? Yep. Drew that myself. But yeah. Yeah, I got like 13 minutes until I have to get off the live thing. Like I said, thank you guys so much for coming. I'm just glad I managed to celebrate 3 years of this channel. Like I said before, I worked my tail off to get my channel going and such. It's just amazing. I love it. I will admit, you guys are the best. I'm gonna admit, you guys are the best. And yeah. I think that's pretty much all I got. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, like I said, recent updates are going to be coming soon. I'm going to get more videos planned, hopefully soon. I'm going to try to I'm going to try to keep my DeviantArt going. I'm not going to delete my DeviantArt, guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm keeping it going still. I'm going to try to stay active on my DeviantArt as much as possible because, like I said, I rarely upload any art on there. I mean, I do. It's just that I'm rarely on that website. Most of my social media I'm mainly on is either Discord or Instagram, Google Photos, Google Chat. I'm mainly active on most of them, but I am active on YouTube most of the time. It's that I rarely do much on most of my media, but yeah. But I was gonna say earlier about when I first started this stream. I did want to apologize to you guys about what happened earlier about my webcam. Like I said, this webcam's just a piece of crap. I'm sorry. This thing just doesn't work well. I mean, it's worked well before, but until now, it's kind of been starting to have issues, and I don't know. Items become new at first until as time goes by, things do get a bit old. But yeah, not much I can really do about it. I am getting a new webcam soon. Don't get me wrong. This webcam right here just has the microphone. I'm planning to get a webcam with the microphone feature. I think, I don't know. I may look into it. There's a lot of things I want to look into for the future. But yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much my progress for the next 3 years. That's pretty much my recent progress and such. And yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I got about like 9 minutes till I have to sign off. But sorry if I'm repeating myself about the time and such. That's what I usually do. I'm just glad some people got to show up in the live chat. Okay. I'm just glad some people managed to show up in the live chat today for 3 years. Shout out to those people for that. And yeah. But yeah. Oops. Actually, there was one more notebook I wanted to show. I'm not sure if you guys saw this in my old videos on my old channel. I had another Joe notebook that I actually made. Here. Ugh, excuse me. Hold on. Let me see. Here we go. Whoops. When I was a kid, I used to have. That's cool. Cool. But here's the Joe notebook that I used for my videos one time. This is the Reboot Joe notebook. I made this back in yeah, I think I made this back in 2022. Yes, I made this back in 2022. My stepdad actually helped me cut the shape of the covers, and I used the X-Acto knife to cut the label itself. But yeah, I don't have the crayon for it. I think it's somewhere in the living room, but yeah. Yeah, that's the recent Joe notebook that I have just for now. But yeah. Whoops. Whoops, my microphone's starting to fall out. I don't know. I rarely use that microphone option, to be honest. Yeah. Hold on. Got 4 people watching that right now. Actually 3 and 7 likes. Cool. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm looking up stuff right now while I'm still live. No, it's all right. But yeah. Like I said, recent props planned for the future, episodes planned, and all the other stuff. Yeah, but the one thing I definitely want to redo for sure is I'm not gonna do. I plan to do. I don't know if I will go back to full episodes. I don't think so. But the one of the episodes I want to try to get done is which one? There's my pilot, that's for sure, and the one from Meet Michael. I had play date with Magenta in the progress, but sadly, I don't. Sadly, ever since things happened in 2024, I kind of decided to cancel that. But I will get back to that episode eventually. I just don't know when. But yeah, those are just my goals for those are just for my goals for my channel. That's all. Hold on. Oops, hold on. Sorry, I was looking up something. Oops. And yeah. Well, I got 3 minutes of this live thing, so I want to say is thank you guys so much for coming to this YouTube live stream of mine for 3 years of my YouTube channel, because I haven't done a YouTube live stream in a while. So all I can say is thank you guys so much for coming to my stream. Thank you for all the support and the love that you've given me through the years on social media. And yeah, like I said, more videos and art coming soon. More notebooks planned, like I mentioned before, and we'll just probably go from there. But yeah, what I want you guys to do is, if you guys haven't yet, make sure to continue to go subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification button so that you don't miss out on a new video. And yeah, follow me on social media, follow me on DeviantArt, Instagram, everywhere, and we'll just go from there. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Man, I've actually never done a 2-hour stream before in my life until now. That is awesome. But yeah, like before, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and my other social media, and yeah. Actually, about Instagram, it's actually been 1 year since I've actually had my Instagram account, especially Discord and my DeviantArt. But yeah, I tell you, when time flies by, things happen. Yeah. But yeah, I got about, hold on, almost just about 10 seconds. Okay. So like I said, thank you guys so much for watching this stream. Thank you for the support and the love these past years. And until then, until next time, peace.